Hello, friends. I'm Dan Foulds.
Hey, and I'm Brandon Bain.
This is Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Rubbin' is racing.
Grubbin is tasting.
Hey, look, we are so glad that you're here with us tonight. Hopefully, you're going to have a good time. I know I'm going to have a good time. You going to have a good time?
I'm already having a good time, man. So.
Hey, look, you know the spiel. Like the video, like the channel, share the love with your friends. We've got a YouTube channel. We're on Twitter, all of that. Check it out. NASCAR News. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in any kind of blogosphere or looking at the YouTube universe, this is no surprise to you. The biggest NASCAR news in several decades dropped on Monday. Basketball icon, legend, superstar, in the stratosphere.
The GOAT.
The guy.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. Basketball icon, worldwide sports superstar, the Michael Jordan, is forming a NASCAR Cup team with Denny Hamlin. Bubba Wallace Jr. is coming on as their driver. How cool would it be if Bubba's car was the number 23 car? We're not surprised because right here at this podium on September 3rd, probably we called it. No, I think you probably called it.
We talked about it.
We called it.
I mean, here's the whole thing on that, man. So, Jordan's been involved in this sport. It's not like this is brand new, like, oh, I'm buying in, I'm doing this. Has he owned a race team? No. Denny Hamlin was his first Jordan-sponsored NASCAR driver, okay? So I don't know if you ever look at Denny Hamlin's gloves that he wears and the driving shoes, the car shoes that he wears, okay?
Yep.
They're all Jordan brand. His gloves are Jordan brand. They look like an old-school Jordan shoe most of the time, a lot of the times. So that was his first guy. Now, here's my key: is I know that Michael Jordan is a businessman. I mean, we all know that he's made his money, made billion
with a B,
dollars, right?
With a B.
First $1 billion athlete. Matter of fact, let's get it right. First $1 billion athlete ever. So he knows what he's doing. He's not stupid by no means. What I really hope that he understands is success is not going to become immediate. This is not going to happen next year. This is going to take 5 years of pumping millions and millions of dollars into getting your equipment right, to getting the right engineers, to getting the right equipment you need to test your stuff, your technology.
Yes.
It's going to cost millions and millions and millions. I'm happy for this, man.
I
really am happy for it. I mean, Denny Hamlin, I think, is a good stand-up guy, knows his stuff, knows how to run a team, I feel like, been in it long enough, knows the business aspect. Michael Jordan, there again, iconic in any sport. I don't care. You bring up the name MJ, you can go to China and say MJ, they're going to know who you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So it's Jordan, man. So excited to see what he's going to bring into the sport, and this just goes to show you with everything that we have going on in this world today, and all these lines that are drawn and all these differences that we're having. Here we are in what is labeled as the most redneck sport of them all. But yet, here we are with not one, but a couple minority car owners. Not, team owners, not drivers, not players, owners. Brad Doherty, basketball player. Now we got Michael Jordan, dude, on board. So there you go. That just goes to show you that right here as NASCAR, dude, what we're labeled isn't what it is. As I said from day one, it's family. It's about this. That's all it is. You root for the 24, I root for the 24. We're brothers, bro. Like, we got this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the doors are open. So I'm really ready to see where this is going to go. I really hope that Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin and their sponsors invest the money that's going to take to understand that it's going to take years, not just a year or two. It's going to take multiple years for this to be successful. I
think he's in.
But I think he's in. If he's in 100%, we're going to find out. Because I'm telling you right now, this is not a cheap sport. This is not basketball. This is auto racing, competitively.
Yeah.
Not to win, not to have the best of the best. Just competitively.
He didn't get to be having a B.
$40 million a year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's for 5 years you're pumping that out without making a dime off of it, losing money. So it's going to take a long time to lose money before you make money, but. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad MJ's in the sport as he has been for a while now with Denny Hamlin and other drivers. Glad to see that car ownership go to them. I think it's going to be probably a lot stronger than what it is now.
Right.
So only time will tell. We're going to see, man.
So I don't know if you remember this or not, but one of the greatest comedy shows of all time was, and I'm just going to call it the Tossed Salad Show. And if you've never seen the Tossed Salad Show by Chris Rock, you got something to look forward to. But in that show, in the middle of all that humor, and Chris Rock is an unbelievably talented guy, he talked about the difference between being rich and wealthy. And there's rich people. There's a lot of athletes that are rich, and then there's people that are wealthy. And the good news is that I believe that Michael Jordan is wealthy.
Oh yeah,
I think he's
yeah.
wealthy.
I mean,
He's got enough money that he can actually do. And I think this is a project. I mean, he's not stupid. This
Right.
isn't a charity project. But it's
No.
something that he sees needs to be done, and I agree with him. And I think I actually said we
Well,
need somebody who's wealthy to come along and bankroll this operation.
This isn't a charity thing or even about money. I mean, he's had a like in NASCAR for years.
Right.
I mean, if he didn't, he wouldn't be sponsoring Denny Hamlin. He wouldn't be sponsoring these other drivers.
Did Hamlin play basketball?
Yeah. Hamlin is
he's a good basketball.
From what I've heard, Hamlin is a hell
Oh my Lord!
of a basketball player, by the way. It kind of got shut down. I can't remember what year it was. He messed his knee up a little bit before the season in like a pickup 3.
So he's not a one-trick pony.
Oh no.
Okay.
He could play ball from what I heard. And like I said, they had like a 3-on-3 league between the drivers, and he injured a knee. Well, then he had to start the season out hurt driving with a knee injury for Joe Gibbs, which Gibbs wasn't happy about. So I don't know if he still plays. Denny, if you watching by any chance, you know somebody that is, right? If you're still playing or not, I'm sure he's still shooting.
Right.
But from what I've read and what I've seen and what I've heard, hell of a basketball player for sure. So they much love for that game. But what interests me more is that Jordan's got a little love for NASCAR.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean,
He's
love
a competitor.
golf. I mean, yeah, he's
a competitor.
Man. Smart man. So like I said, dude, there's no better name or brand even at that. Okay, because let's get real with this. Not only is it Michael Jordan as a car owner, okay, it's Michael Jordan as a brand owner.
Yeah.
I own Jordan.
Right.
All I got to do is if I get the number 23,
you put Jordan on the car.
You're going to see some of the biggest sales in retail, T-shirts, hats, anything you have ever seen.
And what's good for NASCAR is this is going to bring a whole bunch of brand new eyeballs.
Fans. Correct.
Boom.
Exactly. And the best part about it is, mark my words right here, you're going to hear it first. Now, this might be 2 years down the road. There will be a NASCAR pair of Jordan shoes coming out. You can bet that.
Right.
But, like I said, now it's not only a guy that has the money to fund a team to make a team. It's the guy that has the money to fund a team to make a team and sponsor it.
Yes.
And put the Jordan logo on that car.
That's
out
good.
In NASCAR, come on, man. Big moves, man. I mean, it's big news, man. It really is.
Spectacular. Hey, Chip Ganassi Racing has signed fellow Floridian Ross Watermelon Man Chastain to drive the number 42 car in 2021. That's a huge move for the Watermelon Man. And didn't he drive as a back? He stood in that car.
Yeah, he stood in for Newman.
Okay, stood in for Newman.
There
that's right.
for a while.
And you said that was a big benefit,
man.
Yep.
And you know, he's proved himself a little bit. I think that he has the charisma and the want to win, and that's something that I think is you can't teach. You just have to have.
Right.
Is that hunger to want to go out and win.
Yeah.
And he's got talent. He's got a lot of good talent. He's run really good in the trucks. He's had a good Xfinity Series runs. Not the consistency that you would like to see for something that you're going to turn your hands over and go, let's do it. But I think that might come with time and just getting a little older and not so aggressive. But you want to talk about a guy that is out there to go and give 100% every lap, it's Ross Chastain, man. And, I mean, the Watermelon Man, you know what I mean? I would not be upset if in 2021 we saw the Watermelon Man win and then do the watermelon crawl. You know
there
what
you
I mean?
go.
Like, hey, I've done the watermelon crawl.
I grew up in DeLand, Florida.
Dan. I've done it a couple times.
Yep.
But it wasn't because Ross Chastain won, okay?
We might need to get
right there.
Look here. We might need to get a watermelon up here with a couple straws in it.
I can make us one of those.
We might need a watermelon up here, for refreshment. All right. NASCAR announced that another road course will be added to the schedule with the addition of a race at the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. Are you familiar with this track?
That I am not. I'm gonna have to check that out. But
I know that.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't short from coming from just the part they play in the point shakeup and what they do to a schedule. Like I said, I would have much rather had Daytona's Roval, Charlotte's Roval, and Watkins Glen and Sonoma and those four and called it good.
Right.
This is NASCAR's call.
This
They
is
own the
market,
sport.
baby. It's called market.
It's market, but
They
come
want to
on,
go to a new
man.
market. They want to get new people. NASCAR
Uh,
also announced that they're moving the All-Star race next year from Charlotte Motor Speedway to the Texas Motor Speedway. I thought the All-Star race was great at Bristol.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved it.
They hit on something right there they should have never ever even changed from. I like Texas. No disregards against that. I think it's going to be a good race, just like it always is. It'll be a good all-star race. It's for money. These guys are going out and getting it. But dude, at Bristol, there is that opportunity for everybody to be so close that you can touch each other.
Yeah.
And you can't. There's no human aspect in NASCAR other than the driver and crew chief and the pit crew, right? But as far as what you're racing or what you're controlling, the only human aspect is that you have as a driver. So the human aspect of being able to reach out and push you over, I can't do. But I can reach out and bump you. And that's what I loved about Bristol. I really thought it was good. I mean, like I said, for a while now, we've been talking on the show. I think NASCAR should do some really things with like a lottery draw, just like NFL, NBA, NHL. We all do this lottery draw, whether it's for draft picks or whether it's for certain things. I feel like it should be for the last X amount of races of the year, not the full 10, but maybe a few. And then I also feel like it should be for that All-Star race. This gives opportunities for that wealth to spread. It's been so many years it's been in Charlotte, and then we had it in Bristol, and now we're going to have it in Texas. Well, next year, let's roll some balls, let's pull a track, and hey, maybe we'll have it in Atlanta, right? Let's bring some more money around to different regions of people that support this sport other than just Charlotte or other than just this one track.
Right.
So,
Right.
that's how I look at it. Like, that's an extra race added into Atlanta, a track that went from 2 down to 1. Now, possibility of an all-star race or something like that down the road, that'd be amazing, man. I mean, ticket sales to go through the roof. Summer, hot as hell. Unfortunately, in Georgia, all my Georgians know that.
Yeah, it is.
That's part of it, man. But you weather the
Speaking
storm.
of which, how about this weather we're having right now?
I'm loving this.
It's been so freaking hot that like my dogs won't go outside.
Yeah, I'm loving this.
And today, all of them wanted to be outside all day long. I hope you're enjoying this weather. It finally feels good to wear clothes again. I wrote that on Facebook, and people are nutting up over it. It feels good to have clothes on. It's getting ready to be hoodie weather. Okay. That leads us to the cut line bubble for the playoffs. Clint Boyer is moving on with his 6th place finish at Bristol. Unfortunately, Cole Custer. Did Cole Custer just win? The show is over for Cole Custer. William Byron, Ryan Blaney, and Matt DiBenedetto. Darn, guys. There's always next year. The 3-race round of 12 starts at Las Vegas this weekend. The drivers on the hot seat now are Kurt Busch, Clint Boyer, Kyle Busch, and Eric Almirola. The next 3 tracks are a 1.5-mile speedway, a super speedway, and the Roval at Charlotte. What driver or drivers from this group will move forward? You want me to read them again?
Well, I know. I can tell you the 2 that are going to move
Boyer,
forward.
2 Bushes, 1 Boyer, and 1 Almirola.
The 2 that'll move forward, but we're going from 12 to 8. So we'll just say 2 of those names. Obviously, Kyle Busch is moving forward. That's not going to happen. I promise you that. Between the guys that he's racing, I just look at those car numbers. You got the 1, the 10, the 18, and you know what I mean. It's not going to happen. So this guy, you got Kyle Busch that's going to sit there, get a win, get a consistency. I wouldn't surprise me one bit if he comes out this week at Vegas. Home track, by the way, puts on a good performance. Him and his brother are both really, decent guys. They want that race. They want to win that race.
Right.
The other 2, Boyer and Almirola, kind of on the outside a little bit. Those 2 are going to go. Now, what I will say is this is the most difficult round of 3 races we have in this whole playoff. Okay? You have the 1.5 mile at Vegas.
Yes.
You have a super speedway restrictor plate race at Talladega.
Yes.
And then you turn around and you go to a Roval road course. Okay.
Right. So it's all different.
It's all the best of the 3 worlds. There's no running a car on this first race and then the 3rd race we're at another 1.5 miles tweaking on it. No, we're bringing all equipment from what we've learned, from what we raced early in the year to now. And like I said, Kyle Busch is a threat always. It's not my favorite guy in this world, but I tell you, I have mad respect for him. He's been hot. He's coming. I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time. He will win this year. Kyle Busch, we can count it down to the last 2 races. And Kyle Busch will win this year. And when he does, he gets right back on the hood. But until then, or on the wheels, until then, you stay on the hood. But it's been crazy, man. If you would have told me Austin Dillon was going to make the round of 12, I would have said you're nuts. I would have said Ryan Blaney all day's got that. William Byron's got that. So now we got 2 big names that are out, right?
Yep.
Another rookie that won 1 race and a guy that is a consistent race car driver. So they're out. So now we're looking at who's going. I feel like, honestly, in this race at 3, there might be a name that is not on this list that might be out before one of these 4. If we have 2 bad runs at a mile and a half at Vegas, which is unique,
right?
The way it's run, it's very high speed, very momentum track.
Okay.
And then we go to Talladega. We all know Talladega is a crapshoot. You can be running first and wreck and finish dead last. You can be running dead last.
And there's a big wreck and you avoid it and win.
Right.
Yeah.
So, we all know. So let's just say a guy has a mechanical failure this week and then turns around next week and gets wrecked out in the first 50 laps. You're in a must-win. So you might go from 8, sitting good, 9, 7, 6, down to out. So it's something to really look at, man. But like I said, I think these 3 races right here, toughest stretch of the playoffs that we have. This is the make or break right here.
Okay. Let's break down the 3rd race of the playoffs at Bristol Motor Speedway. I love that race. I sat right here and watched it. I don't remember much of it, but it was spectacular. It was a great time. There was no real fireworks, but the final laps between Harvick and Kyle Busch was one for the ages.
Those are the fireworks, man.
Garrett?
Those were the fireworks. That's what you watch that race for, is come down to those last few laps, those 2 dominant cars that are right there together and just going, man.
Get out of my way! Get out of my way!
All I need is a little bit, and I'm going to take it, man. And you know, what better? I mean, you got a guy that's paid his dues in the sport and another guy that is probably going to go down as one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Kevin Harvick has 9 wins this season. 9 wins, man. I talk about this all the time with my dad. One of the things that amazed me about being a Jeff Gordon fan was 13, 10, and 10, or 10, 13, 10. He won 33 races in 3 years on a 32-race schedule.
Yes.
And we talk about it, and I said, there's never going to be another 13-win season. And then you see a guy like Kevin Harvick at the age he's at come out, dominate, and we're sitting here right now with 9 wins,
yes,
which I think he's had 8 or 9 wins at least twice in the last 4 or 5 years.
Right.
Dude, I recant my statement. Like, there might be somebody at some point that comes out and goes, 33 wins in 3 years, man. I mean, it's statistics, man. It's something, the sport has changed. It's very tight-knit, and for what he's doing right now at the age he's at,
so
killing it, man.
So you're just giving me a soft pitch, because that just leads me right into, yes, Harvick is spectacular, and yes, Hamlin's spectacular.
Correct.
But I'll bet you, if you asked Harvick or if you asked Hamlin, why are you guys winning so much? They would say, well, part of it's because I'm good. We're good as a driver. But the other part is because we've got spectacular teams.
Correct.
We've got a spectacular organization behind us.
That's it.
And it was funny to see Steve Letarte, who's one of the guys calling the races for NBC, and he used to be Junior's crew chief. And this dude knows a lot about racing. I mean, he knows more than I'll ever know. Mr.
Right.
Letarte, I admire you and I look up to you.
Before that was the engineer on the 24 Rainbow Warriors team.
The one thing that, and I'm going to jump ahead a little bit here maybe, but the one thing that really frosted him was when Kyle Busch said, we're going to be eliminated. We're going to be eliminated out of this championship. And Mr. Letarte said, wait a minute, dude. You've got a whole team that's out there busting their balls. They're working their butt off for you to win races, for you to advance. And when you go, we're going to be eliminated, you just cut them guys off at the knees.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about not just you and your emotions and what you want. You got to think about, you're a part of a group, of an organization. And the words that come out of your mouth actually matter.
Well,
you can say things that do damage to your team.
Right, but I can say this in his defense as well. I've been telling you the same shit all year long.
Yes.
I'm Kyle effing Busch, right?
Yep.
KFB, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm Kyle effing Busch, bro. I've been telling you this all year long. I won a championship last year.
Right.
I ain't won a damn race yet.
Right.
You gonna tell me it's me? No, no, no. It is you. Let's get this together. I've told you what I need. I've told you what I want you to put in this car.
So you think it's,
and you
think
can't
it's a team?
do it for me.
Well, all I can say about that is you don't fix that on TV talking to the public.
Well, I think every so often, all of us need a little swift kick in the ass. All right?
Yep.
And maybe that was the swift kick in the ass that gets them primed up for these next 7 races we got going down, dude. I mean, hey, like I said, if Kyle Busch is in this championship, do not count Kyle Busch out. Period.
Gotcha.
We can come down to that last one, and this man win one race all year and a championship. Mark my words.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. Thunder Valley edition. The good. Kevin Harvick continued his domination of the year with his 9th victory. You think he'll win again?
Yeah.
Big says yes. We're going to go for 10.
Yeah.
The bad, William Byron, the number 24 car, entered that race. He was the first driver outside of the final transfer spot. He only trailed Clint Boyer by 3 points. His chances ended when he crashed into Christopher Bell and finished 38. The ugly, again, Kyle Busch had a lot to say after his 2nd place at Bristol. He took shots at the lap cars of Joey Gase and Garrett Smithley, calling them, and I'm not dropping a dollar, he called them dipshit kids. But he saved his most cutting remark for Joey Logano, saying that, quote, he's nobody's friend for a reason.
Well, let's touch on that right there for a reason. Now, this is why I don't like Kyle Busch.
Okay?
This is why I'm not a Kyle Busch fan.
Yep.
Because, guess what? How many cars finished on the lead lap in that race?
Like, I don't know, 6? Not very many.
How many cars finished on the lead lap in that race? I'm pretty sure there was 2. Pretty sure it was Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch. They lapped Joey Logano in 3rd, 4th, 3rd. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Not positive. I could be wrong.
Right.
But now, here again, same thing I've cried about Truex for the past few weeks. Oh, he should have done this, or he should do this.
Right.
So you expect Joey Logano to pull out of your way running 3rd, you coming around, even though you're racing for the lead, and I'm not. You're coming to put me a lap down. I'm supposed to move out of your way because you're Kyle Busch racing for the lead, right?
Joey Logano don't care.
If we're doing that, why are we racing?
Yeah.
What's the point in even racing?
Yeah.
So, my point is, if you were that good, you would have had it blown out before, right?
Yeah.
Right.
If you're that good, you wouldn't be behind
now,
it.
Joey Gase and what he said about Garrett Smithley, I can relate to that. I can relate to how, guys that are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 laps down, still running, get in your way, kill your momentum. I can respect that.
Well, so A.J. Allmendinger on this same show actually talked about that. And A.J. Allmendinger said, when I went to my first Cup races, I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Right.
And it could be those guys just like they're learning. They
have raced plenty enough. Let me tell you what those guys are. Those guys are start the race, make that paycheck. That's a living race car driver. That is a guy that races to make a living, period.
I got to eat. You got to eat,
That's
right?
it.
You got to eat.
Now,
you can't fault the guy for wanting to eat.
When you're 5 laps down, was 6 laps down, was 7 laps down. So that's where we differ on that. But like I said, dude, I respect Kyle Busch for what he said about certain things. I don't respect what he said about Logano. Nobody's supposed to pull over for you just because you want to go out and win.
Right.
Go out and win. You're Kyle Busch, dude. I'm not giving you this win. I'm not just gonna hand it to you. Come and get it.
Our side bet last week was when will the first caution for a wreck come out? I said at the 7th lap. Lawrence Bennett said at the 2nd lap. Damon, are you here? Damon is here. Damon said lap 24.
What did I say, 40-something?
Coach Carl DeMasi had lap 63, and the athletic director and Coach Chad Griffin, had lap 15. Big said lap 31. The caution flag waved for Ricky Stenhouse at lap 29, right before the competition caution at lap 30. Big wins again! $30. Big put all of his winnings in our swear bucket for Becca last week. And that leads us to, ladies and gentlemen,
Well, we're going to put 5
Big.
more in there.
That leads us to checkered flag for charity. Now look, so far this has all been BS and fun, but now we're fixing to get serious. Would you bring me a beer, please? All right. For the NASCAR playoffs, we are shifting gears to help one of our own, Becca Spear. Now, I don't know if you know this, but when you come to coaches, occasionally you need a cold beverage. And how about it when you ask for a cold beverage and that shows up? It just makes the beer colder and better. Spectacular. We're shifting gears to help one of our own, Becca Spear. Now, guys, we've talked about her, but I'm going to talk about her again. Becca is a beloved, and I do mean this, beloved server right here at Coach's Corner. Last month, she suffered a stroke, and she needs our help. She has a long road to recovery, but by golly, we can do that. We can go down that road with her. We're going to help. In addition to the Braves for Becca TP, we have raffles and live auctions planned. Coach's Corner is going to put together a Becca Bash on October 17th. That'll be right out back. If you came here for Save Randy Davis and Randy Palooza, we're doing it again. And hot, I put a 20 in there. Hot shit, damn it. That's going to be fun. That is going to be a great day. That's on October 17th. We will also have the Georgia-Alabama game on that day when Georgia defeats Alabama. Stop by. Right. And by the way, there are bracelets for sale, the little rubber bracelets. You got one? Bring it up here. You can buy a bracelet. They're $4 each. You can get 5 for $20. You can give them to your kids. And listen, by the way, there is no administrative charge or $5 each. Hold it up in front of that camera. Turn around, look at that camera. That's another beauty. We have those bracelets. You got to get in the frame. Hold that thing. There you go. This is Miss Hattie. Hattie works at the most awesome dentist office in the county, and it's my dentist. Anyway, all right. So you can buy a bracelet. Every dollar that we raise is going to remodel the house where Becca's family is going to take care of her, because this girl's got to be took care of. And her mama and her daddy and her sister, and they're the best people ever, and they're going to take care of her. Well, you've got to modify a house for this girl, and it's going to get done, and we're going to pay for it right here at Coach's Corner, the center of the universe. As a matter of fact, Coach's Corner Challenge. Let's get some money in the bucket right now. I've already put $20 in here. Let's do another one. Who's going to come up here and put some money in this bucket right now? Let's go. Coaches, I need you. I need your help. Let's go. Up here, up front. Let's go. Dig into your wallet. Dig into your purse right now. Let's make some money for this girl. Come on around back. This is the #1 NASCAR fan, 3 wide, Mr. Damon. There we go. There we go. We're making some money now. Heck yeah. 4 wide. There it is. There we go. Sometimes you just got to raise a little hell. All right, spectacular. Hey, how about a round of applause?
We got one more guest coming up here, man.
Hold on. Oh, big squeeze. Yeah. Look at this. Now, this is when it gets real. That's Big Joe.
Hey, I'll see y'all later.
All right. Listen, all joking aside, this is real deal. This girl's really, she's got some obstacles in front of her. And this is what we do here at Coach's Corner. This is why I love John Henderson. I mean, I love this guy. I love his wife. I'm a little scared of her. No, actually, she's spectacular. I love him because when people come in and say, hey, I'm in trouble, I need help, will you help him? What does he say?
And like I said, dude, this is a family that has been here a very long time, very stable.
On your island.
On islands, everybody knowing everybody, growing up around each other. My parents knew their parents, had mutual friends, hung out a lot. All right, so at the end of the day, you guys come out and just support this local family, man. I mean, $5 at a time over the next few months, you have no idea what that can accumulate to.
Yeah.
And like I've said before, man, if you guys are watching this and you know this family and you're a contractor or you do carpentry or you do this, if you don't have money just to come up here and throw in this bucket, dude, donate your time. Call this family. Call up here and say, hey, how can I get a hold of them? Let me do this for him. Let me do that for him. Come on, man. It ain't nothing but a little bit of time, a little bit of material, man. We all know what it is. So.
And hey, if you're involved with NASCAR at the corporate level or some kind of big wig in the NASCAR family, you could actually do a really nice thing. If you like our show at all, one little bit, call down to Coach's Corner and say, what's the deal with Becca Spear? And help them out. That would be spectacular. All right. Where the hell am I? this, I'm happy as hell right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
You're
happy
excited.
You're
excited.
We got big news right here at Coach's. Last night, the Atlanta Braves clinched their third National League East Division title in a row. That's 3 in a row. That can only mean one thing. Bring on the TP! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you know that John Henderson achieved national fame way back in like 1990 when he put a teepee up when Atlanta was kicking rear end, and it's coming again. John is continuing the tradition of erecting the playoff teepee on Monday. It's going up Monday. It's a tower. It's a tower of power. Stand by for signs, sirens, fun. He and Adele are kicking off their fundraiser for Becca Spear. More about that in a minute. Becca is a beautiful young woman that worked right here, took care of people, sweet as she can be. And I knew who she was without knowing who she was because I actually know her dad and I know her mom and I know her sister. And Becca has had a health challenge, and by golly, we're going to take care of her now. They're going to call the teepee this year. The whole show out front is going to be Braves for Becca. So when you drive your car up and down Victory Drive and you honk that horn, don't just honk that horn. Turn into Coaches and put some money in the bucket. Someone's going to stay in that teepee 24 hours a day, rain or shine, and they will be there to take donations for Becca and the Spear family. We're going to do our show from up there. That's going to be fun.
That's going to be prime time.
Woo! Okay. All right. Here's how it works, guys. Every week, whatever car number wins, we convert that to dollar bills. So since Kevin Harvick won in the number 4 car at Bristol, $4 goes to Becca. But that's not good enough for us. We're going to throw in some more money, and we've been throwing in money all night. By the way, if you can hear my voice, give yourself a round of applause. Great job, guys. Great job. All right. If you happen to like the number 18 car of Kyle Busch, stop by to Coaches and put in your money. Total. I have no idea how much we've got. It's not right. Oh, so we had raised $262.
$262 in a week, man.
In a week. Last week we were at $262. We're way ahead of that now.
Yeah, we got it going, man.
They got to rebuild a house on Whitmarsh Island.
Yeah. That's why I say it stresses the importance that it's not only about money, man. This family knows a lot of folks in this town, as we all do, that own businesses that do a lot of things that can help them out.
Yes.
So if it is not about money, donate a Saturday, donate a Sunday, donate, 4 days of work to build this, to build that. I mean, Come on. If we all come together between this company, and this company, 4 or 5 companies, wham, bam, they're going to get what they need on top of what we bring in right here, cash money.
The thing to remember is, next week it might be you.
That's
it might be you.
That's
then when it's you, what would you like the community to do for you?
Or your sister, or your brother,
your mama,
or your mother,
your daddy.
Right.
It might be
goes
you.
on and on, man. Got to support their own. Man.
So I said we're going to put the tower up, the Tower of Power. The TP is going up on Monday. You can come here and you can get a personalized tour of the TP. You can go up on the deck. You can have a cold beer. There'll be TVs up there. We'll have sports going on. We'll have music. Ben will be a tour guide. I'll be a tour guide.
For all folks who have never seen the TP, let me tell you about the TP. The TP is the spot to be for any sporting event, period. I got buddies out here last year, unfortunately, had it for the South Carolina game. I really don't even want to talk about that. But other than the Georgia game, it was a really good night, man. Raised a lot of money for a good cause. Unfortunately, I got a little bit heavier workload this year. I'm not going to be able to do 24.
I'll do it.
But you can believe you're going to catch me up here for quite a few hours doing what we do, raising this money for our community, for our people. Brace Rebecca, bring it up here, man. Let's get it going on. Coolest spot in town to hang out for happy hour. I'm telling you right now, drop a $20 donation, go to the top of the teepee, hang 10, have cold beers.
It's
Best
fun.
thing you're ever
It's
going to
fun.
invent. I'm telling you
And
right
every
now.
car that goes by will be blowing that horn. You'll
Man,
be waving at them.
I did 24 with my wife, Lindsay, last year. Me and Lindsay. Lindsay actually signed up and came up with me and hung out afterwards. Raised a substantial amount of money for the cause for last year. All it is a little bit of time, a little bit of fun. Come out, man. Just have a good time. And
Hell
like
yeah.
I said, help this family out, man.
Hell yeah. Becca's family, I'm over here. Becca's family has started a GoFundMe account, and there will be a link. When this goes on YouTube, this is on Facebook Live initially. It'll go on YouTube. There will be a link. Okay, back on script. Come on, dude. Brett Moffitt had a horrible start to his Xfinity race at Bristol. He had to pit 3 times in the opening laps, and his pit crew fueled his car during one of those stops before the competition caution, which was a penalty. Who was his pit crew? This is LB's words, not mine. Don't get mad. The Marx Brothers and the Three Stooges?
There
Come
you
on,
go.
dude.
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers to Michael McDowell. Incoming.
Well, we cheers.
Michael McDowell, his 10th place incoming. His 10th place finish is the 4th top 10 of the season. That equals how many top 10s he has scored from 27 to 2019. Cheers.
I can cheers to that.
Now, I love this. Far right turn, Sam Mayer. I got shoes older than you, Mr. Mayer. Sam Mayer, the 17-year-old, won his first truck race on Thursday night and followed that up with an ARCA victory a few hours later. Big. You ever heard of Sam Mayer?
That I have not. But unfortunately, like I said, I'm working 2 jobs. I do not have time to keep up with everybody. Usually I will. But no, I have not heard that name, but I will research that name.
Save this video clip, LB. You're going to hear of Sam Mayer
That's
again.
it. Because what I will say, if you have the talent to go out and do that and then turn around and win again,
17 years
that
old.
proves that you have a very high amount of talent. Now,
he can't drink. He probably doesn't shave.
And
he couldn't even drive a car until last year.
He damn sure don't smoke.
No,
So.
probably not. Mailbag question. Last week we asked if any of our viewers knew what driver, and this was me, borrowed paint from the DOT to paint the race car. Jess Cayley, a.k.a. Bart, wrote in and said that it was none other than Mr. Richie Evans. Thank you, Bart. I knew the name rings a bell. He drove modifieds, I believe.
Let me tell you, that old man right there, Just Kaylee, is retired. He ain't got nothing better to do than to answer these mailbag questions.
Spectacular.
So we got him every week, and he's going to answer the same damn question.
And he was here last week.
He was here last week.
By the way, the apple don't fall far from the tree. The NASCAR Hall of Famer used DOT paint to create his signature Omaha orange. Thanks, Bart. All right, let's break down the Sunday race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the South Point 400.
Getting to the nitty gritty now.
Kevin Harvick's going to start from the pole. And by the way, this is bullshit. No fans. Listen, you got so many freaking seats in that stadium, you can work out a way to put some human faces up there. You can have them be 30 feet apart. You can put some people up there.
Well, now, let's break this down. I don't know how many guys out here are football fans as well, but did you see any of Monday Night Football between the Saints and Las Vegas Raiders?
I didn't.
Okay. Las Vegas
I stopped
Raiders.
watching NFL when they started getting underneath.
Las Vegas Raiders' new stadium is called, they nicknamed it the Death Star, like from Star Wars. Let me tell you, one of the most badass stadiums, period, okay? No fans, but it's a beautiful stadium. So, no fans there, no fans here, man. We just got to kind of deal with it. We're all still getting through it, brother. We're all still getting through it, man. We'll get there. We'll get back.
So I think there's a way you can do stuff smartly.
Me too.
I do.
Me too.
And I think this no fan thing is a politician freaking out and overreacting. I mean, I think I know you got to be careful. And I've had coronavirus. I mean, I know what I'm talking about. I know you got to be careful. But I think when you have a venue that holds 60 or 160,000 people, and you say nobody can come in here, that's just a bunch of crap, as far as I'm concerned. That's a bunch of crap. Action Sports superstar Travis Pastrana will return to NASCAR in the truck race. Remember we saw him last time?
I like it, man.
IndyCar champion Connor Daly is also going to run in the truck race. I love trucks.
Okay.
Daly has never been in a truck before, not even in practice.
So that's the side bet. How many laps does he make? That's the side bet.
That's what we got. All right. Our side bet for Vegas. What position will IndyCar driver Connor Daly finish? Well, however many truck
I said laps. He's not going to finish by no means. I said how many laps.
He's going to finish 36 if there's 36.
He's not running the full laps. I promise you that. I can promise you that. But
now he's an IndyCar champion.
Okay.
So he's obviously got some mechanical skill.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of stuff that's got a lot of input steering and computerized systems. And, oh, man, the best.
All right. For $5, I say he's going to be 10th or better.
You say he's going to be
10th or better for $5. What do you got?
Oh, man.
He's not going to make the race? He's not going to finish?
How many starters are in trucks? 32 or 36? 36? 36? I say he finishes 28th or worse.
Okay. I say he's in the first 10. LB, Connor, where's he going to finish? Yeah. Don't tell me he's going to win. He's going to win. LB says he's going to win. Get the shut the front door.
All right, so we got 10th or better. We got first.
Damon, you want a little bit of the side bet?
We got 28th or worse.
There's a kid named Connor Daly. He is
an IndyCar champion.
He's going to race in a
truck race ever.
Now, he's probably been in a simulator. I bet you he's been in a simulator.
How many laps does he finish? Does he finish first? Does he finish 10th? I said
what position will he finish?
28th or worse.
I got him inside of 10. He says first.
I said 28th or worse. So we'll give you from 10 to 25.
All right. So normally we would have Coach Carl DeMossi.
I say he lasts 44 laps and it's done. He wrecks.
Normally we would have Coach Carl up here with us and he'd be in there, but we're going to give him a slide. He's coming a little late tonight. Brandon, a.k.a. Big. Who are your 5 drivers to watch at Las Vegas?
Well, you stole it from me a little bit earlier when you said somebody starting from the pole, right?
Yes.
So, as you see on my list right here, I have that 4 car.
Harvick's up. Okay. That's
all right. Now, that's just due to pure dominance this year. He's coming into a track that's pretty good. No. He stays there. Now, second for me, like I said, has got to be Kyle Busch. He's hot. He's finishing races really inside the top 3, top 5. Home track, hungry for that win, would want to win here before he wins anywhere else. So I got to take Kyle Busch's 2.
Okay.
3 for me has got to be 11. Again, the 4 and the 11 all year, winning all these races. Surprise, surprise. 4 for me is NASCAR's #1 in power rankings. Mr. Martin Truex Jr. down in 4th place. We'll keep him down in 4th place. Going to have a good run, probably finish good.
All right.
5th for me was really hard because we have all 3 Penske's still left out. We had the 2, we had the 22, and we had the 12.
Yes.
Now, if we rewind this clock that happened earlier in the year when we raced in Las Vegas, the 12 was leading, the 22 is behind them, the 2 had a bad day, okay?
Yes.
Ryan Blaney pits, Logano stays out, wins the race.
Yes.
What I do see with that is the guy that was going to win the race before, which we're getting to in the next step. But in the 5th place this week, I got to take Ryan Blaney. Out of the playoffs, nothing else to lose, a track that he dominated early in the season, going to bring the same car, no problem.
Yes.
He's coming back strong, going to be at 5th. Now,
Blaney, yes.
6. Now, this is that big bet money maker for Vegas. This is the guy, if I had $100 to drop on, and the odds are going to be insane for him.
Okay,
But
dark horse.
if I had $100
Yes.
I'm gonna drop $100 on the '88 car.
Yes. Yes. Alex Bowman won at Fontana.
We sat here.
Yes.
And watched, listen, we sat here and watched this race, and I told you with 9 to go.
Yes.
I said if this goes green, Alex Bowman is gonna win this race. He was hunting Ryan Blaney down like no problem.
Hell with that. I'm putting $100 on him. Hell with that.
Dark horse, the '88.
I like that kid. Thanks, fans, for listen. If you're still here, I know it's been a long show. Hopefully you've not got dehydrated while you're watching us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the show. Feel free to drop a comment either on Facebook or on YouTube or on Twitter. Hit like and share and ask us questions. I don't know everything. I don't know anything about NASCAR. He knows a little bit. His dad knows a lot.
The more I drink, the more I know.
The more I drink, the more I know. Hey, this show is called Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Rubbin' is racing.
Grubbin' is tasting, man.
And it's time to do some tasting. So this is Coach's Corner, the center of the universe. And tonight, when I got in here tonight, I looked over and my friend Lamar Burdett, who owns Lamar's Body Shop, the best body shop in Chatham County. Lamar's Body Shop, the best body shop in Chatham County. Lamar Burdett is in here with us, and he's got this delicious looking plate of food. I go, dude, what in the hell is that you're eating on? And he says, it's the famous Coach's Corner pork chop. And we're out of them. But hey, if you come here, ask for a pork chop. But as a consolation prize,
macaroni and cheese.
We've got macaroni and cheese.
And blackened chicken.
And blackened chicken fingers. Yay! Look at this. It's the damn best thing you're going to have if they're out of pork chops. And as soon as we turn these cameras off,
hey. So basically what that means is if they're out of pork chops, you're screwed. That's all there is to it.
When we turn that,
it is really good. I had the fried pork chop numerous times.
By the way,
here. Very good.
If you've got a child who's a finicky eater and doesn't really like to eat anything, especially anything that's green or orange, bring them to Coach's Corner. Get some of this. I don't care. You can make a dead guy eat this stuff. This is good stuff.
This blackened chicken is good.
Outstanding. Well. Listen, thanks, fans, for watching. Be a part of the show. We're really glad you're here. Hell, are you having fun?
I was having fun before we started. I'm having more fun now.
Last lap recap of the show. Next Wednesday, we'll break down all of the action from Sin City. We will look ahead to the race at Talladega for the Yellowwood 500 next week. Once again, thank you to ESPN, Savannah Hilton Head, 104.3 FM, 1400 AM. Listen, guys, thanks for checking us out. We're on Facebook Live. Be sure to tune in to Green White Checker this Sunday morning. Hey, listen, friends, if you listen to ESPN Savannah Hilton Head 104.3 FM and 1400 AM at 9 a.m. last Sunday, you did not hear me because I was here Saturday night for the race.
You did hear me.
I
was on there.
Big was on there. PJ Zuka was on there. Dan was making spit bridges because I came here and watched the entire race, and it was absolutely spectacular. There is no better way to watch a NASCAR race than right here at Coach's. And actually, if you want to get to the best of the best, you sit in front of this Jumbotron screen right over there. It is absolutely fun as it can be, and the food is good, and the beer is cold. And we had so much fun that I wasn't getting up at 6:30 in the morning. So, how was the show?
The show was really good, man. I mean, obviously we were missing Dan. You're the third aspect of it, man. So we were missing.
I'm the third ass of something.
but it was a really good show, man. Just talked the week prior what was going down that race that night. I mean, leading up into what we're getting ready to get into on Sunday. I mean, it was a good show, man. We got into it a little bit.
Good.
Touch some bias on things I talked about here the Wednesday before of just how that Richmond race was kind of that. Crew chief race of the year where drivers limited,
right?
Can only do so much, and now it's in the crew chief's hands. So out of all the races that I've watched all year, that Richmond race was the race for your crew chief to show up and your crew members to show up and go, here's our plan, this is what we're going to do, hopefully it works out. I felt like it was more in their hands than their drivers' hands in that race. So, but yeah, man, it was a good show. We miss you. Ready to get you back on Sunday, brother.
I'll be there. I will make sure I go to bed at a reasonable hour. And I want to remember Steve Letarte when you just made me think of Steve Letarte when you talked about the team, the crew chief. All right, I will get. I swear to God, I will
You
get up.
gotta get up.
I will get up.
I swear to God.
I have to get up at 6:30. Listen, the show. We record the show at 7:30, but I have to get up at 6:30 because I'm too stupid to know what to say. So I have to actually sit in my chair with a cup of coffee and like write notes to myself.
Hey.
And by the way, Steve Letarte, sir, I heard you say you take notes. I take notes as well.
Just Kaylee told me one time, I'm just going to say this. Just Kaylee told me one time, hey, bro, it's like this. You can't crow with the roosters if you want to hoot with the owls. You got to get this right. You got to get it right.
That's right. All right. We're going to break down that weekend race. Also, I'd like to say thank you. And let's, here comes. So, there is another show on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. You've heard me talk about them. They're a little bit late tonight. But listen, if you've got a child that's been in the... You got food back there? Oh, watch out. Hold on. We interrupt this broadcast.
To bring to you.
We interrupt this broadcast for a fried pork chop. Shut. Now, look here.
Yeah.
Now,
This is what we're talking about.
This is what I was talking about. Well, let me tell you something. That is almost death by food, but not quite.
Yeah.
That's some grub right there. There is some collard greens, there's some beans and some rice, and there's a big ass fat pork chop right there. Oh my God, we're gonna have fun as soon as you go away. All right. So, all right. Thank you, honey. That, by the way, was Marita, who was actually the boss lady tonight. So back to Coach Carl. There is a lot of parents in this town that has had a child in school that has been coached by Coach Carl DeMasi. And then there's also a lot of parents that have had a child in a school coached by AD Athletic Director Chad Griffin, including the brains behind the camera, Mr. Lawrence Bennett. These are beloved guys. They're not here now, so I can just say, listen, dude, who doesn't love a coach? A coach helps us raise our kids. A coach is a mentor. A coach is the right guy. And we have two of them that come here and do a live show. It's Coach Carl DeMasi Live Sports Report. It's here on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. live. And it'll be here tonight. They're just going to be a little late. Thanks, fans. Thanks, Coach's Corner, the center of the universe. Hit, like, share. We'll see you next week. Take us home.
Right, thank you, sir. Hey, like I tell y'all all the time, man, come out here, like I said, Bacon Spear and Money Bucket. NASCAR fan, NASCAR racing, get this money, get it right. John Henderson, Adele Henderson, all in here, supporting our local community. Come out. Big shout out to coaches. Great food, great place, great friends, cold beer. And hey, until next time, y'all stay safe, mask up, wash your hands.
Good job. Woo! Spectacular.
That fucking blanket chicken's good.
Dude.
That shit got a little heat.
Outstanding.